People going through divorce often face a very challenging time. It's emotional, it's stressful, they don't know what's going to happen. Right from the start, and apart from what we're going to talk about today, the best investment you can make for yourself is just buy an hour of lawyer's time. No further obligations. Buy an hour of the time, sit down with them so that you can learn the actual legal position you're in and what you should and shouldn't do, and take the stress away. Because without it, you're looking to friends, you're looking to the internet, you're looking to what you saw on TV last week, and that's not always accurate. So let's make sure that you are not stressed about the unknown and that you have real legal advice to make decisions on. So today we're going to talk about what happens to the primary residence. Your primary residence of the home is really your biggest asset and where you sleep at night. So we want to go over what usually happens. Typically, it does not matter whose name is on title. When you have people who are married, one person's name, the other person's name on title, it's irrelevant to the family law lawyers when they're figuring out who gets what. The courts are going to look at, can this couple afford to keep that home and have another home for the person? And if the answer is no, then ultimately there's going to be a forced sale of the property, and really that's not it. The unfortunate part in divorce is, no matter how big your pile of stuff is, when you divide it into two piles of stuff, neither person gets the whole pile, and they have to realize that in advance because it's going to really reframe how you think about things. Now, the norm is if a person is living in the home and they're paying the bills and can afford it, they can keep the home, except sometimes, and the person who's living in that home after divorce or separation is going to be the one who's responsible for the day-to-day costs of that home. And the courts look at, well, this other person's going to have to move somewhere else and pay rent or pay another mortgage, so they want to keep it fair. Now, the exception of that is when you have a situation where one spouse isn't working because that person's raising kids, and then that person, it makes sense for them to stay in that home because it's where the kids know. As long as the couple can afford it, the court will order the person who's not in the home to pay for the cost of maintaining that home. They need a place for the kids. Now, the court may also expect someone to go back to work and start working and all that. That's something else altogether different. That's about like the support payments and whatnot. In terms of the home, other than forcing the sale of the home, you can get, if you can't decide who gets the house, a order for exclusive possession of the home. And that means that one party gets to stay in the house, make decisions about the house, and they have possession of it. Other things that happen sometimes when it's a forced sale of the home and the person who's living it doesn't really want it to get sold because they're very comfortable, is that they'll make it very hard for realtors to show the home. They'll cancel showings, they'll make it a mess, they'll cause all kinds of problems. I've even had a situation where a gun was pulled on the realtor who was showing the house. The courts can order the person out of the house, can order a financial penalty if they interfere with the showing of the home. They can make them have no connection with signing the contract, where they're excluded from everything. So depending on the situation, the courts will decide what is best for the couple in order to sell the home. Because remember, until that home is sold, if that's like, there's no way they can both have a separate house, then neither party can move on with their life until that process has gone through. So we want to make sure that everything is fair and looked after. If you're in that situation and your spouse is preventing the sale of the home, talk to your family lawyer, and your real estate lawyer has to know that we've had this problem, because if you don't tell them, they don't get automatic updates from your realtor, they're not going to know, and it can languish like that. So make sure you have good communication between your real estate lawyer, your real estate agent, and also your family law lawyer to make sure that you can move on with your life as quickly and inexpensively and sanely as possible.